this weekend. King's in the back because I got to go drop him off at my mom's first. But we are on the road. We are on our way. Woohoo! Hello there. I'm so glad you're joining me this weekend. This is going to be really interesting. I have a new camera, so lots of new things going on. I'm a little overwhelmed to say the least, but I'm happy. Very peaceful here. I'd like to get a few shots of the fort as well. My aunt brought me here when I was very young for a historical reenactment, and some older gentlemen were dressed up in like Civil War garb. It was all very authentic, and they were cooking around the fire, and it smelled so cozy and nice that I thought to myself, I want to camp here. And now, many moons later, here I am. It was all Good morning. Several women are laying in a circle around the smoldering fire pit. There is a yoga instructor here giving them instructions on a morning yoga routine. I really enjoy all the peaceful energies that this retreat is bringing to the table. It's really lovely.
On your head.
Yeah. How did you get started with Reiki and massage?
Well, actually, I started massaging when I was in high school, and then I learned about Reiki, and I was like, I know I'm doing this. I just didn't know I was doing it, and then I just kind of just kept going with it.
That's amazing.
I've been doing it for 8 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for you. Well, you're very talented. I thought it was very, very helpful.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. So we just got done a little while ago with the laughing yoga exercise, which was really a lot of fun. We were all doing so many silly things together and just laughing and having a blast, honestly. And then after that, I went over and I had a reiki massage with a wonderful practitioner named Mads. It was really, really nice. I feel so much lighter and more relaxed and peaceful and grounded, and I'm having a really, really good time, you guys. So I'm not sure what's next on the agenda. I think maybe some lunch, and then pretty soon after that we're going to be starting, I think, shadow work journaling. So a little while ago, we just finished with the shadow journaling exercise, and we all had a really peaceful time sitting together. We had a little bit of a rain shower, but you know, it kind of made everything really peaceful and soothing, and several of us remarked on how relaxed we felt. We're getting ready to have some dinner, and then, oh, and a tarot reader is now here. Unfortunately, some of the other vendors fell through for the weekend, but that's okay. The lady who led the shadow work workshop, she was very fun and informational, and she gave us some really lovely prompts to journal with. So I thought I would share some of those with you guys. What part of myself do I avoid? What emotions feel unsafe to express? What am I tired of pretending? What truth have I been avoiding? What do I need right now? And here's some for release. What belief am I ready to let go of? What role am I finished playing? What am I ready to stop carrying? What am I ready to forgive within myself? And here's some to become. What version of me is emerging? What would trusting myself look like? What strengths have I hidden? And how can I show up more authentically? It says, remember, the goal of shadow work is not to become perfect. The goal is to become whole. The more awareness we bring to what has been hidden, the more freedom we create to live authentically.
Hey, my name is Maddie St. Clair. I'm on Facebook as Shrike, like the bird, Shrike. I got started doing tarot when I was about 14. Decided I was going to make a deck out of bicycle cards that I took from my grandma. I drew on each card. I wrote down what each major arcana was. And then I just started doing it on Snapchat for my friends for free. I would do daily tarot pulls for the entirety of the school. Like, I would post it on my Snapchat story, and people would hit me up for readings. Then finally, my mom bought me my own deck, and it has been balls to the wall ever since. I love doing tarot. A few years ago, I made another tarot deck for myself out of Magic the Gathering cards. I was really into that as a kid. I'm still pretty into it, but I had a giant collection of cards that I didn't use, and so I went through each and every card and I assigned it a tarot card, and it has a booklet that I wrote that goes with it.
I'm always so impressed with people that design their own decks. I'm like, how do you have the time, and how do you... But that's amazing. Very cool.
two people ended up staying up really, really late last night. We sat by the fire and just talked and laughed for hours. It was such a good time. Today's the last morning of the last weekend, so I gotta get up and get moving and start packing all my stuff up. And I haven't stayed up that late with a group of girls and just talked for so long. It was really, really fun. And there were some really silly things that happened and some spooky things that happened here. Some really good lifelong memories I made here this weekend. We came to party hard, I guess. Well, a magical weekend full of laughter, friends, and magic has come to a close. Now it's time to head on back home. Finally on the road and headed back home. Gotta go pick up my dog and then I'll be headed for home after that. I just wanted to stop and take a minute to say that this was just such an amazing, empowering weekend. I really met a lot of wonderful people. A bunch of us are also hoping to meet up next weekend for the pagan picnic, so I will try to share some of that with you if I'm able to. And if you're thinking about going to one of these women's retreats, it's really freeing and empowering. It's okay to take a friend or a family member along, but if you're really looking to connect with a bunch of people and like make new friends, I would definitely recommend going solo. It was free to kind of bounce around and connect and get to know so many different people. I laughed so hard last night with us girls. We stayed up till like 5 a.m. Can you believe that? They played the movie Practical Magic last night on an outdoor projector. We didn't even really end up watching the movie. We just sat by the fire and talked all night. And pretty soon the drinks were busted out and we were laughing. And we really did have our very own Practical Magic Midnight Margaritas experience. It was just so cool. Like I have been craving that so desperately in my life. We laughed so hard. We were saying our stomachs hurt this morning. We laughed so hard. People really weren't too upset about it. They were just like, was that you girls laughing? I definitely would highly recommend it to you if you're looking to go in your area. Hopefully you encounter people that are just as pleasant and magical and wonderful as I did. I'm just so happy that I decided to go, and hopefully you enjoyed seeing some of the experiences with me, and it inspires you to maybe try to attend one for yourself. And feel free to comment any questions you have about the retreat. If you attended the retreat and you happen to be watching, then let me know down below that you were there and you met me and that we had a hell of a good time. Thank you so much, you guys, and I really appreciate you coming along with me on this ride. It's been a wild one, but I wouldn't trade it for anything. All right, see you again soon. Bye.